Hey guys, welcome back and happy Sunday. Well, happy Sunday for some of us. You'll figure out what I'm talking about in a second, but I did want to say a happy Sunday, happy weekend to all of you guys. I hope you guys are taking a break and some time for yourselves before we jump back into another Monday. As I'm looking at the calendar that's on my fridge, time is flying by and we're right around the corner from our upcoming live tour, which is freaking me out. I'm so excited. We have such amazing talent joining us, but it is going to be insane. It's going to be a whirlwind and a lot of work, but I can't wait to see you guys. If you haven't already, just remember LA is sold out. So if you want to grab your Nashville and New York tickets, go to spillingtlive.com. In the meantime, we're back to talk about some Real Housewives of Salt Lake City news because it looks like Whitney Rose's husband, Justin, has confirmed that he has lost his job at LifeVantage. In an emotional post, Whitney reacts and she's addressing their future. That's why I said happy Sunday to some, but we're sending them all the positive vibes. Guys, before we jump in, if you haven't already, go ahead, smash that like button. If you're not subscribed, get subscribed. And don't forget to hit that notification bell because, well, you don't want to miss anything we have coming up. With that, let's jump right in.
It's time for all your binge-worthy pop culture news. Welcome to Up and Adam.
All right, guys. So according to Reality Blurb, it looks like Justin Rose confirmed that he lost his job on Facebook this week. Amid the three-part reunion special for the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City Season 2, the businessman confirmed that he is no longer working for LifeVantage as his wife, Whitney Rose, reacts to the news with a post and a couple of comments on her Instagram page. They say as one door closes, another door opens. But does the first door really need to close completely? Justin asked in a post shared on his Facebook page on March 9th. Don't get me wrong, I'm super excited to see what's behind the next door. And just from the glimpse, it does continue to get better. Oh, this sucks. Justin had been serving as the chief sales officer of LifeVantage, a dietary supplements company, since July 2015. And in 2019, he was tied to a lawsuit involving an alleged pyramid scheme. However, in December 2021, Whitney confirmed to Reality Blurb that Justin's name had been removed from the case. Continuing on in his Facebook post, Justin said he plans to remove all haters, toxic and undeserving people from his life, and he will remain supportive of those who have chosen to invest in him and his story. Thank you for the time you've given me to be a part of your journey to this point. And here's to those who choose to continue on our journey together moving forward. I write this with tears in my eyes as I will truly miss so much about these past 7 years that, these have been the best years of my life, but have no doubt I will always support, uplift, edify, and in the end, choose my family first. That's a long post, but it is really sad. It's sad for anybody to lose their job. And, I was reading some really nasty comments online and on social media, on Twitter, and people are like, get over it. People lose their job every day. And I'm thinking in my head, what kind of sympathy is that? Like, I understand people lose their job every day, but if 100 people lose their job and there's 100 people on the side who haven't lost their job, we don't want to look at the 100 people who are still employed like, oh, you deserve it. We lost our job, so you need to lose your job too. No, it's hard for anyone losing their job. And I think that all we can do at this point is just offer support and hope that they will be able to pick themselves back up and be able to support their family. We don't want to see any family, have to go without or lose big amounts of income. It doesn't matter who you are. If you're rich, poor, middle class, like nobody, we don't want to wish that on anyone. Just saying. I don't know. Personally, I feel for families who have to go through job loss the pandemic was so hard for all of us. Personally, even me, Jason, we were at one point where we had our place in Florida that we just invested into, and then we lived in Los Angeles. Our tenants called us and said that they can no longer afford to live in our place. We had this awful HOA that said you can only rent it out one time a year. So they were only 3 months in, which means that for the rest of the 9 months of the year, we would have had to have paid the mortgage because the HOA wouldn't let you move in another renter, plus paying our LA rent. And we were like, we're jobless. We don't have. So the point is, and that was minimal problems compared to people who have children to feed, people who are working 3-4 jobs and they have to come home and they're taking care of their parents. Like, you don't know what people are going through. So it really is, it's sad. It's terrible. A short time after Justin's post was shared, Whitney took to her Instagram where she shared a photo of the two of them at their Utah home, along with the caption, "Never been so optimistic about the future." She then addressed a couple of her followers who mentioned Justin's exit from LifeVantage in the comment section of her post. Didn't your man just lose his job? No hate, just transparency, one person shared. She said, it's a positive thing. Sorry to hear about Justin and his job, but pretty sure big changes will be ahead for you both, said another. And she said, don't be sorry, it's a positive thing. Okay. I mean, at least she's moving on in the direction saying that it's a positive thing. Now, we know on the show that Whitney but invested her life savings, their life savings, I believe it was something to the effect of $200,000 or $300,000 into her company. Now, Wild Rose Beauty, which originally was Iris and Beau, this is her skincare company. They've put a lot of money into it, and she's doing what most housewives do, right? You get on a platform, and she started it, mind you, her first season of being on the platform. So she really, jumped into it right away. But she got on this platform. She was like, okay, I'm going to be in front of millions of viewers. Let me start a company. Where should I start this company? What am I passionate about? And she ended up taking her money and investing in herself. I'm hoping that it works out. I really love her products. I know Jason likes most of her products. Some of them, I know that, they might not necessarily be his favorite, but you can go into any skincare line or any company for the most part, and you can find 2 or 3 products that you don't necessarily love, but that doesn't mean that you don't support the whole brand. And for Wild Rose Beauty, I can definitely say, if it's Jason and I deciding whether or not to support the brand or not support the brand, I've never done an interview with Whitney. I'm not biased in any way, but I've tried her products. I would support the brand, and I'm hoping that they will be able to make this a huge success. But guys, I don't want to just give you this information and not ask your opinions. So go ahead and comment below. What are your thoughts about Whitney's husband losing his job? And do you think he will be able to pick up where he left off in another position that's similar to the one that he had at LifeVantage? Also, do you think it was because his name was tied and then thrown out to this alleged Ponzi scheme? Could that be part of the situation? We have questions. We have a lot of questions. But in the meantime, I think the most important thing is to send this family all the positive vibes and love, just like we would do for all the other families in the United States, whether they're on camera or off camera, not just the United States, but around the world. Everyone just, again, went through a global pandemic, so people can sympathize, empathize with this situation. And I think it's important to pull from that space instead of, oh, well, you're on TV, you're going to make it anyways, and sorry, you live in this rich home, so screw you, you deserve it. I don't think that that's the best lens to look at this through. But again, go ahead and comment below. And before you go, guys, don't forget, if you haven't bought your tickets for Nashville or New York, Los Angeles is sold out. This tour is coming around the corner, and I can't believe it's almost here. I'm freaking out over it, but it's almost here. LA sold out. You guys can go to spillingtealive.com to grab your tickets. And we're also almost done selling merch. We stop on Wednesday. So if you haven't bought your merch or your tour merch, you can go to my community tab and grab that as well. I'm fulfilling some of the Cameo orders today, so don't worry, those are coming your way. And in the meantime, we have Salt Lake City, the third part of the reunion tonight, which of course we'll be back tomorrow to recap. So there's a lot happening, guys. I'm excited, but on your way out, don't forget to smash that like button, do all the commenty things, and we will see you so very soon. I love you guys so much. Bye.